Hi, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about a couple of toys in our museum's collection that are both mini and relevant. The first one is a toy pinwheel, a wind wheel. This is near and dear to my wife's heart. Her grandfather was the inventor. Dikwan Somokashin was a toy maker originally from Amasya who had moved to Chelsea, Mass. And had a small toy factory there. And Dikwan was the first, used to be toys like windmills before that, carved out of wood. You can see them on like shows like the Antiques Roadshow. They're called whirligigs. But Samakashin got the idea of taking a piece of origami, of paper, or cellophane actually, folding it up into these scoops and making the scoops so it becomes a windwheel, which can be turned very easy when you blow on it. And this is the original patent right here. It's in our museum's old book on the collection. There's a photo of the original patent here. And an interest in the patent is the name of A.M. Samor, which is wife's name, Anush Vatanush. So she called herself Marie in English, so it's A.M. Anush Marie Seymour. The real name was Seymour Kashin, but that was long to put on the toys, so they shortened it to Seymour. And this was 1925. And of course, they still make them today, and everybody's very familiar with it. Here we call it a windwheel or pinwheel. Uh, the other toy is a educational board by the Crest Company. This is a Crest educational board, reversible style. Horatio Gates Crest was a toy maker in Ohio. Originally worked for a friend, John Fox. When Fox's and Crest was originally a school teacher, a very innovative school teacher, came up with all kinds of devices to teach children. And he worked for Gates and the Gates Novelty Company. When the company burned down in 1915, Crest started his own company called Cresco. It began making these boards. The original board used to often be these, the numbers slide around, they slide along, and there'd be a chalkboard on the bottom. So you write out the word cat, then you can practice C-A-T and write it out. When he started his own company, Cresco, he began making all kinds of variations on it, including a reversible one, in which you find one side is the letters, the alphabet, to teach words. The other side is to teach, oops, this is the number side, and to teach words on the other side. And this version, as you see, the letters were in Armenian. When I first saw this, I thought, wow, somebody actually scraped the letters off and put Armenian letters on to use it. But when I did some research, I found no, that was made by the company. The company made these boards with English letters, Roman letters originally. And they sold them all over the world. And in fact, they had a company in England making them also for them and selling them throughout the British Empire. But he also made boards in Armenian and in Hebrew. And when I first read that, I was wondering, why Armenians and Hebrew? And then I realized, of course, that's where his market was. Of all the non-Europeans who immigrated to America, the Armenians and the Jews had the highest drive for education, to get ahead, to teach the children. It's really embedded in the culture as a cultural value. And so that was a real obvious market for them, to make them in Armenian and Hebrew, to sell to the Armenians and Jews. And this is one of the examples of the Armenians. It was also made in, the Japanese also bought rights to make it, and they made them in Japan in Japanese. So it was quite popular. His company did very well for itself, and then in 1940 it burned down. At the time, Mr. Crest was 81 years old, so he didn't try to restart the company. He died at age 84 in 1943. But he had a good run for himself making these boards. And this is our Armenian example here. And I probably should spell out a word like Gadu or something on it, but I'm not going to put the time in right now. And that's the story of these Armenian toys.